Hello there. So, I love anime. I don't watch a lot of them due to lack of time, but I do watch them sometimes, especially the Dragon Ball series. But one of the best animes of all time is Death Note. After recently binge watching the series, I believe it still holds up perfectly well. Our protagonist, Light Yagami, is a good looking high school topper who is sick of hearing about all the injustice and crimes happening in the world. One day, a random book falls from the sky and Light picks it up, which starts this whole series of events. That book happens to be the Death Note, which is a book in which if you write someone's full name with their face in your mind, that person dies from a heart attack within 40 seconds. Now Light starts writing the names of several criminals, and along with the Death Note comes the true owner of the Death Note, Ryuk, who is a gem and is a Shinigami, also known as a god of death. Light becomes an executioner and starts seeing himself as god of the new world without crime and injustice. What I found really interesting is that the people of Japan support him and call him by the name of Kira, which sounds dope. Basically, the whole series is about this anonymous investigator called L and how L works with the Japanese police, of which Light's father is a part of, to catch Kira. That's great drama. L and Kira have a battle of wits as both of them are incredibly smart, and seeing them go at it is very engaging. Light has a goal to be the god of the new world, but has a mini goal to fulfill which overall leads to his initial goal. His mini goal is to kill L, as he is the object on Light's path. Their incredible wits really makes you think and question your own morality, which is fantastic. Eventually, when we meet L and spend more time with him, we grow attached to him and his weird sitting and eating habits. Whereas Light or Kira continues to kill people and does so in different creative ways in order to avoid suspicion, as he was already a suspect from L, indicating how smart he is. Light uses several other rules of the Death Note to his advantage and even creates fake rules to fool others. Eventually, when they meet, the tensions rise significantly. The lengths L is willing to go to in order to catch Kira just shows the seriousness of this case. Now, if I analyze everything, this video would be hours long. So, let's continue. Now, Light is bad. Like, he has crossed the limits of evil and doesn't only punish evildoers but also kills everyone and anyone else who comes in his path, which slowly makes us start hating Light even more. And that's the point. We're supposed to hate this protagonist of ours. After patiently succeeding, he manages to kill L. Yes, spoilers. And it is a heartbreaking scene because we felt a connection. Meanwhile, Light uses Misa, Takada, and his father to his advantage. These people who loved him, who cared for Light, all end up in a terrible place because of Light and his lack of empathy. The final episode is one of the most beautiful and greatest episodes of the whole show. One of L's successors, Nier, figures out Light's identity and catches him in front of the cops and corners him. This is the only moment where Light panics and the animation and voice acting goes bonkers. Everything goes to hell and Light loses. After a hell of a lot of bloodshed, Light dies in a beautiful and poetic way that reminds us of the first episode that started this whole series. Ryuk writes Light's name and Light dies in the same way he killed most of his victims, a heart attack. Light needed to die. There is no other way this series could have ended. This masterpiece of an anime questions what is right and wrong. I love that Light doesn't think he's wrong at all. He thinks he's doing the right thing. And that's amazing. A good villain is the hero of his or her own story. But in actuality, he's just a crazy serial killer who has a misguided sense of justice. Killing people is wrong. Plain and simple. He doesn't even question his actions. Well, maybe once. Which shows us that he has completely gone down his dark path. This show questions our morality and tells us something about ourselves, how we see the world, and that we shouldn't play God. This show is still perfect. And the reason it is because it gives us a deeper look into ourselves. If you have watched this show, then tell me your thoughts on it, or if you are an anime fan, then comment below. I'll put a bunch of other video links in the description, you can check them out too. Like, share and subscribe, and until next time, thank you so much for watching.